Keaton, a draw. What were your thoughts on the 4 days?
Yeah, look, frustrating. Probably the main thing. I think when you look back at the 4 days, batting first on that surface was hard work. I thought actually to get to 270, like Harry said, was probably about par. We had opportunities to push ahead of the game and get above par, but let them slide. And same with the ball. I don't think we executed well enough. We've chatted about it as a group. We missed too often. And obviously they're going to get a big score as the wicket sort of levels out a bit. Last night was a crazy half an hour. Balls jumped and stayed low and all sorts of where that came from, I'm not sure. But then today it was pretty clear with what we had to do, and I thought Harry and Boshi went about that beautifully. So look, all in all, probably frustrating. You feel like a bit of a stuck record coming in saying the same thing. But at the end of the day, we're not producing good enough cricket to challenge, especially in our own back garden. We want to be producing games of cricket that we're on top of, not chasing the game.
And what will it take to do that, to be in that position, especially here where you can dominate games, you think?
Quite a few things. I think with the ball being more relentless, landing the ball in the right area often enough to make sure there's indecision caused. From the bat, you want guys getting hundreds, getting big hundreds, especially first innings. That's one, where the points are, and two, where you create big pressure on the opposition. We had runs in the previous game, big hundreds, but again, it's in the second innings when your kind of backs up against the wall. We want to be playing that cricket first time round. We've seen Northants and Leicester both put us under pressure with big first inning scores. We want to be the side doing that. So it's cliched, but it's big scores and wickets that actually get you in a position to chase the game.
And first inning scores have been a challenge for you, not just at the start of this season, but last season as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's batting. You got to make sure you're getting it and getting big scores first up. Partly down to being slightly more sporty surfaces. We have sort of tried to play around a little bit with the surface, leaving a bit more grass on it, trying to make sure that we can try and get results here. I think it was 2011 when Lancs last won the Div 1. There was a lot of grass on the surf. We played a lot of games in Liverpool, on a result surface. You've seen over the history, you had some great play at Emirates Old Trafford. It has been hard to forge results. So we're leaving a bit of grass on, which you've seen on day one. Ball jumped around. But look, it's no excuse. You want to be that guy. We've just said in the change room now, you want to be that guy on day one when the ball is going around getting the 100. That means you stick out as a batter, means you stick out in the group, and it means you've got your team to a seriously good target. So you want to be that guy, and vice versa. When the wicket's flat, you want to be the bowler that gets five and gets your team in a winning position.
Is there a belief amongst your bowlers in particular, Keaton, that they think they can come here and bowl sides out twice? Is it a bit of a mental problem?
I'd like to think so. I think it's just a sort of execution thing. We've seen the guys are talking yesterday and the day before when the ball is sort of jumping around, that the guys are there and that they're trying. So I think the belief is there. I think it's just the execution. I think as a batter, to explain it, if you feel like you're going to get a bad ball and it's coming, the pressure isn't as on you. When bowlers are relentless and you keep knowing you're going to nail that skill and into a tough area, it feels different as a batter. We just miss too often, which can happen. The same way as with a bat, you can get out. But we've chatted about it in the change room now. We want guys to be ruthless on themselves, to be better. You want to be the best you can be. You want to produce the best you can do over and over and over again. And that's essentially what your best cricketers do. You guys that can turn up week in, week out and produce high quality stuff is exactly what you want.
It is only 3 games and you are unbeaten. And there's a lot of cricket still to play, isn't there? And with the way the point system is, there's still nothing at this early stage, is there, in terms of trying to be towards the top of the division?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think Yorkshire last year I don't think they won their first 8 games. I stand to be corrected there.
No,
but
you're right. I think it might be 7, but yeah.
Yeah, but that first block. I think the good thing is, when you look at it from our point of view, I suppose a positive spin is you haven't played your best cricket, you're still in the hunt. You're not a million miles off. Suddenly you win two games and you're up in the top of the table and you're flying. With that being said, you don't want to be sort of chasing your tail. You don't want to be not playing good cricket. If you are playing good cricket and you come out with the draws, that feels slightly different. We haven't played good cricket. We are still in the hunt, which means we've got a week now to correct it. Guys have got some time to reflect, learn, and come with not a refreshed mindset, but a new sort of outlook on what they want to do and how they want to do it. Time is good. You can't cheat time. And over the next week, the guys will put the hard yards in to try and make sure when we come back here to a home ground that we have historically played some really good cricket, that we're in a best position to do that.
And you've been able to rest some of your bowlers, and obviously Tom and Will have not played this week, potentially Jimmy as well for the Gloucester game, so you're going to have some nice selections there, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, JT's come in over the last couple of weeks and played well. He bowled really well yesterday, which was awesome to see. Obviously a loan move, but that has allowed us to rest guys, keep guys sort of fit and healthy. It is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I remember being 18 and Graham Onions, old grey-haired Graham, said to me, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Didn't quite understand it then, but I do now. We've played 3 tough weeks, games that have gone to day 4, they've gone the long way. Bodies are sore, and it is a marathon, not a sprint. We've got another million games of cricket this year, which is a good thing. But guys need to stay fit in your sides as you keep sort of pushing through the season. If you stay consistent, you stay good, and you stay competitive with yourselves and with the opposition, you will come out near the top. So, 1, we have to keep believing that, but 2, we have to produce better when we cross that little white rope.
Cheers, Keats.
Cheers.